They're loving being outside, of course. I love how they stay together like that. Let's see if we can go find the rat pack. There's 3 of the boys. I have 4 girls that are broody. They're in the loft. 2 of them are sitting on eggs, and the other 2 want to sit on the eggs. I believe what happened is there's always one dominant one who will take all the eggs. I heard peeping this morning. She's a first-time mom, so I'm trying really hard not to bother her too much. And yes, it's the wrong time of year to hatch chickens. The little blue's the one sitting on the eggs on this side. 2 in the cat crate. I'm going to cut all this back. Seen some dianthus in front of the greenhouse. I think I'm going to add to my little propagation tray. So there's new. So we'll cut back all the old and let the new grow in. It's doing the same thing. It was sprawling. I cut it back. It's getting new growth. I added a heat mat under the table. I moved the table to the other side because the power's on this side. Here's the dianthus. That is a cold hardy plant. They were big though. I wonder if they just burn out over time. Last year they looked good. One on this side doesn't look good at all. Found some good pieces of dianthus mixed in with the lavender. Must have been protecting it. I hung Christmas lights on the fence. So that's why I started cutting back the passion fruit. I mean, it's done. This one is a maypop, and it can winter outside. It has wintered outside. I'm so happy I have one passion flower I can have in Michigan that will come back. So I started cutting that passion fruit down. Gosh darn it. Started cutting that passion fruit down. And I found more fruit. Honestly, didn't know what I was going to do when I came outside. I need to move strawberries. I have a lot of strawberries to move. I moved some yesterday. There's so many you can hardly tell. So all the strawberries on this front corner should be moved because I usually plant these 2 sides the same. Strawberries are going to be in the way. And you can't really move them in the spring or they won't fruit. It needs to be done now. The rat pack has come to join me. So this new little spot for strawberries is conveniently located to my compost. So I pre-dug this up and added some compost. The chickens are helping me spread it. It's easier to move strawberries if you have a place ready to put them. That's not always the case with me. But I moved strawberries yesterday too, so I know. Well, little duck friends. The dirty duck wasn't feeling well. Been filling them up a little pond because it's been so freakishly warm. I was hoping he'd get in there and take a bath. I'd get some soap and stick them in there and scrub them up. Nice big pile of strawberries. Barely a dent. So we say 4 more loads to clear that area out. I found Diamond Frost Euphorbia in there with some good green, which I thought was completely gone. And I wanted to propagate it. So yay, I made some soil. And yay, I found something to put in it. So all the Diamond Frost Euphorbia I had this year was either propagated or wintered. So, you know, that was on my list of things to do, and the weather turned and I was busy and I didn't get to it. Okay, so I added 2 more rows, and I added some Diamond Frost to this one, which seems to be doing wonderful. That's just sand. Just sand doesn't always work, but it's a good choice. So this is the root ball of that Diamond Frost. I need to find a pot and stick it in there. Finished off with the top dressing of mulch, which I'm going to continue with. Still have some plants in the bucket that need to go in the ground. And it's going to rain. So I'm going to get as much done as I can before it rains. Found another spot to put strawberries, which I may keep working on that if it doesn't rain. Dug up another spot. The center of this is my knacking cherry, which I have been researching. There is a plum tree that blooms late that can cross-pollinate with that, and vice versa. More strawberries. I was Googling to see if my serviceberry could cross with that, and you can't cross a tart cherry with a sweet cherry. So more strawberries. Made some strawberry pots. There's some little strawberries in there, which I've done that tray several times. That's the 3rd time, and then I'll find a spot to put them. So they're rooting in. Those are strawberries with no roots. And I have more right here along this edge that need to come out. And I remember there was some late summer or late spring, early summer bulbs in there somewhere. But of course I'm not going to see till later, but some of these have to be pulled out just so that they're not choking stuff out, which I think they did here on the front. The lavender was sick, and it is no longer ill. It looks good now. Okay, I'm going to see how much I can get done.